Good evening, sir. I'm Akila from Computer Science Engineering in specialization of AML. Today I'm presenting the topic about effective prompt design techniques in generative AI. First, what is the prompt design? Effective prompt design is essential for obtaining accurate and relevant responses from the AI models. Well-crafted prompts help guide and the AI to produce useful and coherent outputs. Understanding the key techniques can significantly improve your interactions with language models. Here is the five principles of the prompt design. First one, clarity. Be specific with your request and intent. Know your goals, context, provide enough background. And fourth one, tone and role. Specify the style and roles. Fourth one, iteration. Refined based on feedback. Next, why prompt design is important. AI responds based on the information, instructions you provided in the prompt. If you write a poor prompt, it produces the irrelevant and inaccurate, incomplete results. If you give a good prompts, AI helps to understand your goal and expectations. Effective prompts save the time and reduce the need of the repeated corrections. It helps users get more consistent and useful results. Here is the example of the vague prompt and clear prompt. If you give a prompt to the AI chatbots or AI, generate a picture of the dog. It will give the output and unclear and confusing as you see in the image. And if you give a clear prompt like create a photo of a golden retriever wearing a black bandana in a sunny park, it gives a specific and detailed image of the frog, image of the dog. Next, this is the flowchart of the prompt design. First, define the goal. What is objective? And second is the provide context. Set the scene or background. And third one is the craft the prompt. Write the prompt clearly. And fourth step is the test and refine your prompt. Fifth one is the review and iterate. Improve based on the feedback. Next, here we have a 8 techniques how to write a good prompt. First one is the clarity and the specificity. Clear and specific prompts reduces the ambiguity and help the AI understand your goals and what you want. Avoid the vague language to ensure the responses align with your expectations. Precise prompts leads to more accurate and relevant answers. Here is the image. The elements of an effective prompt. Effective prompt should be brevity, specificity, and the clarity. And the second technique should be contextualization. Provide context helps the AI grasp the background and the details necessary for the response. Include relevant information and the examples to guide the AI effectively. Context-rich prompts improve the quality and the relevance of the generated output. Here is the image. Provide context for the better prompts. If you give a prompt for AI, for example, I'm preparing a 5 minutes college presentation on the generative AI, explain its applications using the simple language and real world examples. In these prompts, it has a specific requirements, purpose, and the audience and the background. The AI helps in the healthcare and the self-driving cars. And next third technique is assign a role. Giving a AI role can guide the style and depth of its response. The role should be match the task. Example, Act as a teacher, act as a software developer, act as a marketing expert, act as a cybersecurity analyst. Example prompt should be act as a cybersecurity expert and explain how phishing attacks work for the beginners. Here is the image. Assign role to the AI. Guide the AI style. Acts as a teacher. The specify and the output format. This is the fourth technique. Tell the AI exactly how you want to information presented and possible formats, tables, bullet points, and step-by-step instructions, summaries, slides, and question and answers. Here is the image. Define how the prompts informations as you see in the possible formats. Example, explain the advantages of Gen AI in the tables with three columns, applications, benefits, and the examples. And fifth technique should be use the examples. Give examples to the AI. This technique is called the few shot prompting. When examples are provided to guide the AI, example shows the AI the expected pattern or the style. Useful when a specific format is required. It can improve consistency in the output. Example, convert tenses into formal English. For example, can you help me? Could you please assist me? Now convert, give me the report. And the sixth technique should be use constraints and the format instructions. Specify constraints such as the length, tone, or style or tailor responses. Clear formatting instructions help organize the output as needed. Constraints ensures the response fits the intended purpose or the medium. And seventh technique should be break the complex task into steps. Uh, Complex requests can be divided into small tasks. This makes the object easier for the AI to understand. It makes the final response more organized. Example, first define Gen AI, then explain how it works. Next, give three applications. Finally, list its advantages and limitations. This approach is often called structured by step prompting. And final, this is the last technique for the uh, effective prompt designing. Iterative refinement. Start with a broad prompts and refine it based on AI responses. Adjust your prompts to clarify and narrow down focus as needed. Iterative prompting helps optimize the quality of the output over time. Here is the image, initial prompt and the AI response, and the next step is the better response. Leveraging the examples and the demonstrations. Here is the techniques in as you shown in the images: rule planning, style amending, emotion prompting, few shot learning, and finally synthetic bootstrap. Providing examples in prompts can guide the AI on the expected format or style. Demonstrations clarify complex instructions and improve response accuracy. Examples serve as the effective teaching and tools within the prompts. And asking open-ended versus closed-ended questions. Use open-ended prompts to the encourage detailed and the comprehensive responses. Closed-ended questions are useful for the obtaining specific facts and yes or no questions. Here this is the image of the examples of open-ended and the closed-ended questions in surveys. Avoiding bias and the ambiguity. Be mindful of language that could introduce bias or misunderstanding. Use neural and precise wording to prevent unintended interruptions. Clear, unbiased prompts promote fair and accurate responses. And testing and validation. Here is the 6 steps of the prompt designing life cycle. which involves 6 stages: design the prompt, test, execute, and analyze, evaluate, iterate, and finally document and deploy. Experiments with different prompts formalizations to identify what works best. Validate response to ensure they meet your quality standards. Continuous testing refines your prompt design skills over time. And finally, conclusion. Effective prompt design combines clarity, context, and iterative refinement. Mastering these techniques enhances your ability to leverage AI tools effectively. Regularly review and adjust prompts to improve response quality. And final message of this topic is better prompts leads to the better AI results. Thank you. Thanks for giving this opportunity.